Good evening, my loves. I apologize for being a little tardy. Let me explain. The kids are refusing bedtime. When I have lives, I have to get them in the bed even earlier. So they're being a little rebellious tonight. But thank you guys for showing up. I apologize again for being late, but I'm here. It's going to be good. So if you are new to Destination Deanna, to the Love Attraction community, my name is Deanna. I am your guide on this love attraction journey. And I want this channel to be your self-help learning library on that journey to attract and love. So let's get into it. This is going to be the first video in our whole Valentine's series. I know that there's some people out there that just think, Valentine's Day is a made-up holiday and they're not into it. Well, whatever. Valentine's Day around here is like the Love Olympics. So we're going to be talking all about it. Date ideas, gift ideas, how to assess the dates, what to look out for on the dates. And as you all know, even though the theme is Valentine's, you can apply everything that we're talking about to any date, any situation. So make sure that you're taking notes, you're in good spirits, and this is a great time to just raise your love vibration, okay? So let me go ahead and get to the comments. Hi, Goddess. My Goddess sister Jackie is here. Thank you so much for your support. Here we go. And if you are watching, make sure that you grant StreamYard access so that I can say your name when you are commenting. The Love Olympics. Yes, girl, I'm not playing about it. So let's go ahead and get into tonight's lesson, which is Valentine's Day date ideas. So we always start off each lesson. Let me just make a little adjustment here. You like my outfit? Cute, right? I think I'm gonna take this on my honeymoon. My intention with today's lesson is to just provide you with ideas that will spark your creativity while you're planning for Valentine's Day. So fellas who are watching live or who will be watching the replay, I want you to, let this spark ideas. Everything that I'm saying, it's not rocket science, but I'm just going to dig a little deeper into some of these ideas so you can get the most out of it. So before we go any further, remember, make sure that you're subscribed on the YouTube channel, hit the like button, and share this live with your friends so we can grow our community. Yes, Kala, I can see you. Hey, girl. So yes. So let's get into it. My disclaimer, though, before we get to the planning, ladies, you already know men should be initiating and planning. So really, this is for them. I want you to pay attention. And if you are in a committed relationship that the other person knows about, or you're married, it might be your turn. You could be reciprocating and that is fine. But if you are dating, you should not be planning Valentine's Day. Leave that up to the man. Remember, we attract, we don't chase. Okay. So these ideas, they're going to be good no matter the budget. So you can tweak them according to whatever that is. So before you're planning, I want you to assess how much you want to invest. This means emotionally and financially. So you need to assess the relationship. Like, is it looking promising? Do you want to really impress this person? You want to take a look at all of that. And then financially, you don't want to be putting yourself in financial hardships over, a holiday or a date in general. So make sure that you're realistic about what you can afford. And if you want to do more, get yourself in a better position to do more. And that's that. So after you've done your assessment, I want you to consider your date or your spouse. Meaning, if you're planning the date, you should have them in mind. So think about their love language. How would they want love to be communicated to them? Think about their preferences. What do they like to do on dates? What do they like to eat? What have they told you about? Consider these things as you're planning. Now let's go and get right into it, right? So we're going to do dating ideas, and we're going to do them based on where you fall in the relationship. So first, let's start with date ideas. That means you're just dating. It's a casual thing. You haven't made a commitment yet. You could be like feeling this person, but it's fairly new. There's not really a commitment. Okay, dating. If you're dating, I recommend I'm going to do restaurant and activity for each of them. So I recommend a carefully selected restaurant if you're dating, meaning if you're celebrating Valentine's Day with them, I'm assuming you've done the assessment and you want to invest more. There's potential here that you guys could be in it for the long haul. So when I say a carefully selected restaurant, I mean, consider this might be the place that you want to celebrate your anniversaries at. This might be the place that you could propose in the future. So carefully selected. Not a chain restaurant, not something that you've been on for a regular date already, a carefully selected one. Consider the ambiance, consider the menu, consider the location, consider what's around it. So if you wanted to do something afterwards. So a carefully selected restaurant. For an activity, if you're in the dating phase, I recommend something like trivia. You can do this either like at a place that is running trivia, or if you're more creative, you could create your own trivia, come up with your own trivia cards, your own way to do it, sit in a park, go to a different location, get creative with it. But trivia is a great way that you can learn more about the person. You'll learn what they know. You'll learn what they're interested in. You'll get to see their reactions, get to see what they get excited about. And it's a light way to have fun. So it's not so serious and so romantic that there's pressure. It's lighthearted, fun, gives you the opportunity to get to know them better. Okay. So now let's move on to if you're in a relationship. You are in a relationship, you're committed. Before I move on to in a relationship for dating, do you have any questions about that? The restaurant and the trivia. Carefully selected restaurant and trivia. Any questions? Speak now. Okay. I know there's a bit of a delay, so I just wanted to give you a second, but I'm going to move on to in a relationship. So you're in a relationship, you are exclusive. I recommend for a restaurant, pick a place that has a theme or a specialty menu you want to experience. Here in Dallas, so many places have themes for the night. Some of them pick a particular place and they build the menu around that place, the different cuisines. Like it can be really fun. And the reason why I say this is it's a great way to take things up a notch. So obviously it's going to have to be a nicer restaurant if there is a theme, but you can find them within your budget. You can do a quick Yelp or Google search, type in, moderate restaurant themes, or just do some research and you can find some places that fit within your budget. But having a theme or a specialty will give you all conversation points. You could talk about possible travel. It's a great way to kind of usher in different things that you haven't done before or conversations maybe you haven't had. And it keeps it fun, but it's still a little bit more planned out. It shows more purpose, right? And then if you're in a relationship, the activity that I'm recommending is something that is interactive and more intimate. So you want to do something like a sip and paint or maybe like a cooking class, a different, maybe sculpting, or something that you all have to interact, maybe complete an activity together, talk while you're doing something, but also be expressive and creative. So this is the next level. Notice it builds from dating in a relationship, the level of intimacy and romance builds, right? So now for all of my married people. Oop, hold on. I see a comment. You should make some cards. You know what? I've been thinking about that. I'm really considering that. Maybe questions and also like love affirmations. I just have to find the right company to do it with. But it is definitely in mind. So Carla, like, hold me accountable for that. Check in with me in well, after my wedding. So after March 11th, check in with me and see where I am with that. So marriage. So for my marrieds, here's your date ideas. So for my married people, I want you to try a new restaurant where neither of you have been. For my marrieds, this is about renewing or keeping the spark ignited. Once you've been married for a while, you can start to kind of settle in and get into routines. So this is an opportunity to kind of shake that up. You're going to have to do some research, maybe drive to another part of town, pick the next town over. So it's not your everyday surroundings that you drive by all the time. This will provide, opportunity for you to talk more on the drive, for you to experience different things, see other things that you might want to do later on. So yes, you want to pick a new restaurant that neither of you have been to, reignite that spark or keep the flame going and exciting, but in a new environment. Now for my marrieds, your activity, we got to kick the intimacy up a notch. So your activity needs to be like sexy themed. Okay? Y'all are married. Y'all can do all of that stuff. So I'm going to give y'all one of my secrets. Me and my husband, our favorite kind of sexy thing to do after dinner is this place called Better Than Sex. It is a dessert restaurant. So all they have is wines, themed drinks, and desserts. There's no food. So it's only for desserts. And everything is sex themed. So it's very romantic. The lights are low. Anything goes. It's a good time. So I recommend something sexy themed like that. If that's a little too much for you and you don't like PDA and things like that, you can also do like an R&B or a jazz concert. Something that is going to have more of an intimate feel, more of a sexy vibe that is going to encourage closeness. Okay? Now, listen. All of these ideas, I'm sorry, there's a comment. Yes, ma'am. Okay, thanks. Remember to check in with me, Carla. Sorry, I was so late getting back to you. Now, all of these date ideas, I made the assumption that you're in a good space. It's, a budding relationship, or you're having fun dating this person and want to explore more, or you're in a good space in your marriage. I know that is not always the case. So I do want to mention, if your relationship is not in a good space, you should be considering if you want to invest further or not. That's the first thing. Like, this would be a good time to start doing the further assessment. Now, if you're not in a good space, but you still have faith, you can still work on it, and you want to get back to a good space in your relationship, in your marriage, I would recommend still taking these ideas, but considering the comfort level, considering whether or not your spouse would be open to it, but still giving it a try at what you think feels comfortable for where you are. But don't go without doing anything, right? Take the lead, take some initiative here. And if you're married, this is for husband or wife. Okay. Either one of you can be the one to take some initiative to get you back on track. Now, for my singles, I did not forget about you at all, because I know that there are some people who aren't dating right now. They're happily single and they're falling in love with themselves all over again, or they just don't have a date right now. And that is okay. I do not want you sad about this holiday. This holiday is not reserved for couples. It's reserved for love. So I love you all so much. I'm going to give you your own day. My video airing on February 6th is going to be specifically for singles. What you can do to make the most of Valentine's Day. So make sure you mark it on your calendar and you come back for February 6th, the airing of that video. Now, I always like to kind of recap the night and put it in love attraction mastery terms. So we go over the mindset, which is your shift. Your method is how you train yourself, and your momentum is your practice, how you actually get to doing it. So the mindset for this video and what I want you to take going into Valentine's Day planning is every day can be Valentine's Day, because we seek opportunities to celebrate and experience love all the time, right? Your method, I want you to assess the relationship, assess your finances. Consider your date or your spouse. What do they like? What are their preferences? What is their love language? How would they want to experience love? And then plan accordingly. And that's your momentum. Don't wait until the last minute. Make arrangements early. That's why I put this video out now, to give you all some time. Don't wait until the last minute. It's more expensive. There are less availabilities. There's less things to do. So get started now. And my coaching gem. Because this video is about Valentine's Day planning, and I believe the planning should be more on the men's side, but I do have a coaching gem for both the fellas and the ladies. So fellas, whether you believe in celebrating this holiday or not, focus on your lady and make it special for her. It's only going to bring back good fortune for you. The more you give and serve her, the more you speak in her love language, the more you think about her preferences, the more you want to impress her. It's only going to come back and be positive for you. And ladies, make sure you have given your man enough info to plan a great date. Don't have him out there all willy-nilly. Give him enough information about what you like, what you want to eat, how you like to be dressed, what type of areas you want to go to. Don't plan it. Don't tell him what to do, but find ways to give little droplets of information about what you enjoy, what you would look forward to, what would get you excited about him. Then I want you to make sure you express gratitude for whatever he does plan. Even if it is not what you would have liked, express gratitude to encourage him to keep trying, and recognize his efforts with reciprocal appreciation. So especially if he hasn't really planned a lot before, you want to encourage this behavior, right? So thank you all so much for tuning in. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat as I kind of close out the night. I'll make sure that I check them. Remember that every Monday is a new coaching gem. So it's the topic-based lesson, and it's an interactive discussion where you can ask your questions, you can make your comments, set your reminders, and make sure you tell a few friends. I'm putting you all on notice. My wedding is coming up in less than 30 days. So I have a lot to do, and I'm so committed to this channel, to my love attraction community, to all of my clients. But I have to tell you, I went through a lot. I went through a lot and I did the work to attract the man of my dreams. And I am going to enjoy him and enjoy every bit of this experience because I'm never doing it again. I'm going to have an amazing time. So I am going on what I'm deeming a love sabbatical. Okay. And my love sabbatical is going to last from February 1st to March 11th. Deanna, what are you going to be doing during that time? A bunch of nothing. A bunch of nothing with my man. I mean, I'm going to be, doing the last minute wedding things, getting all my stuff waxed, all my facials, lining up everything with my vendors, speaking with my wedding planner, making sure things is good, packing, getting the kids ready. But me and my husband are just going to really love on each other, really take the time to bask in our love that we have purposefully cultivated with one another. And I'm going to come back. I just got my locks done, so it's, a little puffy. But so when I come back, I'm going to be full of love, full of gems to give, full. Right? So you all are going to benefit from me taking this time off. But the good thing is, even though I'm taking this time off, I have still made plans and provisions for the love attraction mastery gems to keep going. So there will still be the weekly content every Monday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. It will be set up. It will be happening. The only difference is it'll be pre-recorded. So it won't be live, but please feel free to still, it's going to come across as live. So it's going to debut. It's still going to come on at the same time. I just won't be live answering questions, but please leave your comments. Make sure you share the videos. Make sure you tell other people. Make sure you tell people to join the community. Do not stop the journey just because I'm taking this sabbatical time to really enjoy getting married. I feel like everyone should do this. So I will make sure that I have that content, and I'm going to remind you of this again until I go on my sabbatical because it's important. The Love Attraction Mastery course, it is going to be a 30-day program, 4 weeks, intensive, small group. I only have 5 spaces left. I'm taking 10 ladies, 5 spaces left. It starts on April 3rd. That's the inaugural day. I'm probably going to have some pre-launch stuff and all those goodies. So you want to take advantage now. If you are interested in being considered, because it's invite only, I'm very protective of the container that I'm creating for all of the beautiful women that are going to journey with me. I'm going to be journeying with them as they get these love attraction principles and get some practical learning, some detailed, one-on-one time within this specific container. So we're going to be healing, practicing these love attraction principles that I've already taught, alignment, accountability, acceptance, all of that stuff, and getting them primed and ready to attract love this year. And we're going to get results. So if you want to be in this inaugural class that is going to get me fresh off of my love sabbatical after getting married and spending more time in the Maldives with my husband, you want to take advantage. So make sure that you text love to 214-434-7897, and someone from my team will kind of reach out to you. I see a comment coming in. Oh, thank you. Many congratulations. Thank you so much, sis. So yes, if you are interested in being considered for my inaugural course, text love to that number. And I love you all so much. Please remember that God is love. We are of God. So attracting love should be easy. especially when you have me as your guide. And ladies, do not believe the lie. We can't have it all. Family, career, and love. All right. I love you all. Have a good night.